I'm Elena. Finally, Marius convinced me to do a video for you because you are so many that ask for girls' tips in dancing, bachata especially. So I finally decided to do it. First of all, I will do a video about how to move your hips in bachata as a lady. But first, the intro. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, follow us on Instagram, and just share the love that you have for us. And also be patient with me because it's my first video and I really hope that you like it. So let's go. So in bachata for ladies there are two basic moves for the hips. We have the 8 move and to the side. I will explain them both, but I will start with the 8 move for your hip. First on count it looks like this. So I have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the back, it's like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In your basic step, the 8 hip movement looks like this. I will go with my leg first without changing my weight. Then I will get my hip diagonally forward and do like a semicircle. And while I'll do this, I will pull the other leg so I can do the hip movement to the other side. So I will go to a circle with my hip and pull my leg and then change the weight with the hip, do the same move to the other side, step again and do the tap. Fluid, it looks like this: step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap. Now I will do a full basic, also slow so you can see the move. So step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap. And go to the other side. Step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap. From this point of view, I will have step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap, step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap. Marius already did a tutorial about this hip movement, and even if it's done by him, which is a guy, you can apply it also in your dance, girls. So let's go to the next basic hip move for you. The next one is the side to side movement. So it's very simple, you can practice it very easy. Just apply the same principle as the 8 move, only that you go with your hips to the side, okay? So I will have like step, and I leave my hip behind me, then I change the weight with my hip, then I step with the other foot, also change my hip to the other direction, again step, hip, and tap. We will go like this. Step, and I left my hip behind, then I move my hip to the side and change my weight, then step again, move the hip, step, hip, and tap, and I come back. Then step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap, and go to the normal neutral position. Once again, more fluid, it's step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap, step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, and tap. After you practice like slowly and each move like step and hip on separate counting, you can go like fluid. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So this is it about the hip movement for you girls. And even though I started with the 8 hip movement, you should know that the side one is the basic one. You should start with that first. And the 8 one is the more stylish if you want, and you can put it after you are very comfortable with the basic step and moving your hips. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, visit our website, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you again so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.